tonight. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And this coaching staff...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Fields on first down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Fields. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 6 catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week. 23 carries, 60 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
To throw is Fields.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Fields.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Finding Harris over the middle.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Fields. Robinson's got it. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Montgomery. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Fields throwing again.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running right, this is Gainwell.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Play action. It's Fields.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Montgomery.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Brady. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And Brady's throw there incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And did he get him? They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Brady throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 now.
Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Chris Carson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 4. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your core? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down goes Brandon Graham, his 2nd sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A give running right is Gainwell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it'll be Gainwell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
That catch good for only a couple.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Now it's Fields.
It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
first down. Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And this is caught by Watkins. That one a first down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:18 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Brady now on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
What's up, man?
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. It's caught. Smith.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Brady now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Brady to throw. Complete. Smith has it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Brady to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Look, clock management 101.
And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.